Okay. Okay, so we'll start the session. Hi, how are you all? Good morning. Had breakfast. Audible, right?
Morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, how are you? How are you all? All good?
Yes, I'm doing good.
Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, okay. So first of all, thanks for joining the free workshop on API testing. Okay, we have been conducting from a past 2 years. So today also we thought to conduct a free workshop before starting the demo sessions on API. Okay, and before starting the course, just want to give an overview on the course and also the why API testing we need to learn and what is the demand in the market. Okay, so we'll discuss all those things today, then we'll start the demo from tomorrow. Okay. Okay, so if others are joining means let them join, so we'll start the session. It's already we waited for 15 minutes, right? So we'll start the session. Okay. Okay, so API testing, anybody knows what is API and why the API testing is required and what is the demand in the market? Anybody have any idea what is API? Hmm. Let's session to be interactive. Okay, even if it is wrong also no problem. Okay, even if it is wrong also no problem, just have a session to be interactive session so that no one will get bored, right? When I will not get bored, you will not get bored. I will not get sleep, you will also not get sleep, right? Correct. Okay, so yeah, what is API?
It is
Application
the
programming interface.
Okay, application programming interface. Okay. Okay, that is the definition of the API, right?
yes.
Application programming interface is the definition of the API. So let me write that. Application programming interface. Okay, so this is a definition of the API. What is this application programming interface? Okay, what it is interfacing?
It basically takes requests from our application. Sends request from our application to the server and
Hmm.
takes the response from the server and shows it in our application. It acts as a basic, intermediate layer for that communication.
Okay, okay. So for example, I am speaking, you are speaking, then in between I and you, what is the API here?
Here we can say this Zoom call or my phones.
Okay.
The language
Okay.
we are speaking.
Yeah. Okay. The language which we are speaking is also an API, right? Okay. Let me jump into the exact, what is this API? Okay. So for example, I have an application here. Okay. So API means, as you know, application programming interface. Okay. Means within an application, it is just an interface. It's like a mediator. In between the application, it's a mediator. So it's acting as a mediator to communicate the information between one application to another application. Okay. So here I have an application. Let's say suppose this is my what is this Amazon. Okay, so it's an Amazon. Okay, it is an Amazon. Okay, so there's some sale is running in Amazon, so everyone are interested to buy different items in the Amazon. Okay, so okay, they are buying here. So finally, we need, after selecting all the item which we need to buy, there's a button called buy now button, right? So we have a buy now button, so obviously which is required to buy our item. So here I have a button like a buy now button. What's happening here is when I am clicking on the buy now button, okay, buy now button, multiple options it is showing. Okay, so what is that multiple option here? What is the option you will redirect when you click on the buy now? what is the option you will redirect? You will redirect with a multiple options, right? Like how? Pay with the phone pay. Use phone pay to pay. Okay. Or else, use Google GPay to pay. Or, use, credit or debit or credit. Okay. Or use banking information, right? So on. Or use, Paytm. Okay, we will see which option is giving a much discount, then we will select that, right? Obviously, who are giving a discount, then we will rush into that. So here, so basically, here there are multiple applications, or sorry, multiple option it is displaying. So I am in my Amazon application. When I'm clicking on buy now, it is giving us the list of option here. Okay, so don't you think this phone pay is also an application? Google Pay is also an application, and Paytm is also another application, right? So phone pay is also having its own application, right? Okay, let me open this. 1 second. Okay, like this we have an option. So here, so what I can say, I'm sharing my screen, right? You're not seeing my screen?
Yes, it is.
Yes, we
I
are.
mean, we are seeing.
Okay. Okay. Pause recording. Advanced sharing. Okay. Let it be. 1 second, guys. Incognito mode. So here I want phone pay. I want. Okay. I have a phone pay application. Okay. Here I have want Amazon application, and I want.
Now it is not visible, ma'am. Your screen.
It's not visible.
Now it
Yes,
isn't. It
it's
was.
not visible. Yeah, it's not visible.
It is visible, right?
Is it visible to others, guys?
No.
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 Okay. 1 second. Yeah. So entire window option. Okay.
Yeah,
Now is
now
it
it is.
now
Yeah.
is it visible? You're
Yes,
able
yes.
to see the Google Pay, Phone Pay, all those things, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. So I'm in my Amazon application. Okay, I'm selecting some product and okay, everything is done. Okay, maybe I'm selecting this product. Okay, and I'm clicking on a buy now button. Okay, when I'm clicking on a buy now button, okay, this is unexpected. I'm not logged in. Okay, when I'm clicking on a buy now button, obviously you can see in your phone now. Okay, you will redirect to one page where you have a multiple option. Okay, so now you just think of it. Okay, this is Amazon. If you think, okay, here I'm getting you will be getting a phone pay option, GPay option, and Paytm option, all those things you will be getting. Okay, so don't you think, what is this? Paytm, right? So all these are, see, this is having its own website. Okay, see, my phone pay is having its own website. See here, this is on separate application. Okay, see, this is one separate application and it is having its own application. Okay, and here if you come here, Google Pay, it is having its own application. Okay, so if you come here, this is having its own application here. And also when you come to the Paytm, this is having its own application. Then the question is how this application and this application is adding it inside this Amazon. How these are communicating? See, this is separate tab and this is in separate tab and this is in separate. Okay, so how these are communicating internally? When I'm clicking on buy now button, how the information is going from Amazon to the Phone Pay, or Amazon to the Paytm, or Amazon to the Google Pay, how the information is passing internally. Okay, so that is one question. Okay, and so when you open the Phone Pay, maybe you will be seeing some offers, right? If you transact this much, if you had a amount to wallet, you will get this discount, that discount, like that you will be getting. Okay, and the same informations, kind of same discounts also sometime you will be getting in these applications as well. When a transaction done through the Paytm, you will get this much of discount. When you done the transaction through the Phone Pay, you will get this discount. Like that you will be getting offers in these applications also. So now, how this application information is coming inside this application, that is also one question. Okay, and the main thing is how the communication is happening in between these two application. Okay, so maybe I'm selecting here Phone Pay. I'm selecting here Phone Pay. So here, calculation and all is done here. Okay, I have taken a one product which is of worth 1,000 rupees, and again I've taken some product which is of worth some 2,000 rupees. All those calculation as done inside the Amazon. That calculated information has to pass to the Phone Pay in order to perform the transaction. Okay, so payment gateway, like that. So but how the information is going? Say suppose the line whatever I have drawn here is an API only. Okay, so this is how API come into the picture. Okay, so maybe just assume that this Amazon has built in Java language. No, this is built in a maybe Node.js. Okay, so my Paytm, they are built in the Java language. Okay, this is some other Node.js. Node.js means with respect to data structure will be a JavaScript format. Okay, so like this is in a Java, this is in a Node.js. Maybe Paytm is in a Python. Okay, so now the question is how this Node.js is able to understand Java, or if you are selecting of Paytm, how this Node.js is able to understand this Python language, how the communication is happening, that is also one question. Okay, so for all this integration and communication, the only one answer is API. Okay, so nowadays you can take any application. Okay, there's none of the application is implemented without a APIs. For that reason only, if you can open the Naukri, okay, if you just open the Naukri, in each and every description, job description, or all the recruiters who are calling you to for the job opening, they will specify that do you have a knowledge on a API testing, or do you have a knowledge on a Postman, or do you have a knowledge on a Rust Assured, because that is in demand now. Okay, so in development also this is in a demand, as well as in testing also this is in a demand. Okay, so that's the reason nowadays API testing knowledge is must. Every organization expect the candidate to have a knowledge on a API testing, because all the application nowadays integrated with the APIs only. Without a APIs is nothing. Okay, if you take real time example only, I will give now. Okay, after that you just start thinking with respect to API whenever you are using the application. Okay, you will be using in real time, you are using lot of application. You just start thinking in this way that okay, here what they have used, okay, here they are calling a API, which API they are calling, which information they are gathering, all those they will be like you just start thinking in that way. Okay, so so let's come to here. So how this happening here? Okay, this is in a Phone Pay and this is on a Amazon, and this is when I'm clicking on the buy, this information is going here. But the now question is Phone Pay as implemented with the Java, and here it is implemented with the Node.js. Okay, so how these can be able to communicate? For example, I'm speaking in English. Okay, so English, you are able to understand. If I speak in some other language, like maybe if state specific, if I speak in Kannada. Okay, how many of you able to understand Kannada if I speak in Kannada? uh, yeah, no one, right? Yeah, I feel. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So if I speak in Telugu, or how many of you can able to understand? Okay. Maybe some of you can understand, some of you not understand. Okay. So in the similar way, so but my API has to pass the information in such a way that everyone able to understand it. Okay. So for that only, to have a seamless communication between the two application. Okay, so we have to call the API in between the two application. Okay, so wherein we use the common language which is understandable by each and every language. Okay, so in the API we use the common language which is understandable by each and every application. Okay, so that what is the common data structure for all the language programming language. Hmm. The base data structure, base base what we can pillar of the all the programming language, what we can call. Hmm. Oops, right? Oops concepts, right? What is what is class, what is object, what is method overriding, what is method overloading, what is polymorphism, what is encapsulation, all those information you guys know, right? If you don't know also, no problem. Okay, we'll be learning. Okay. Yeah. So this is where API comes into picture. Okay, so when we have a interaction between the two application. Okay, so maybe that application is built in some other language, this application is built in some other language, right? Because Amazon is separate company. Okay, Amazon is a separate company. So how they are comfortable, so which language they are comfortable, that they have used to implement. Only because of PhonePe is using a Java, it's not possible to Amazon to compromise and implement the application in Java in order to have a communication only. What if maybe okay, they believed phone pay today and they have also implemented application in Java to have a seamless communication to avoid the to avoid the issues. What if by going forward, phone pay is not giving a good discount for the Amazon people, then Amazon people should not feel bad for that, right? Say by believing these people, my application is built in the same language which the phone pay has implemented, but now this is not working out. Okay, so that's why whatever they're comfortable in that language, whatever the language those engineers know who is working in Amazon, like according to the certain criteria they have implemented their in for some language. Okay, but it doesn't mean that all the payment gateways also has to be implemented according to the application. They, whatever the comfortable language for them, they will implement in that. So but we have to make use of this application normals. Yes, we have a option like a API, so we have to call the API. So here what they are doing is, here they're simply calling the PhonePe API here in order to perform the transaction. Okay, they're here integrating the PhonePe API in order to perform the transaction. PhonePe API, GPay API, Paytm API, so on. Okay, bank, HDFC Bank means, that bank API. Just, they're integrating here to have the transaction. Okay, so they're consuming the PhonePe API here to perform their task. That's it. Okay, okay. So this is one example. You have also seen that maybe we are very much familiar about the booking of a cabs. Okay, so you are opening your Hola application or so on application. So after opening, you are entering your destination and pickup location, right? So have you guys ever think about it? Whenever you are clicking on the pickup location or destination, it is taking you to the Google Map. Okay, Google Map it is taking, means it is capturing the information from the Google Map. So have you ever think about it, like how the Google Map information is coming inside the Ola application, or it is coming inside the Rapido, so on, whatever the application we have for book a cab, how it is coming those information inside here. Okay, because Ola application is consuming Google Map API there. Okay, so this is an also good example. You take any of the application, guys. So from now onwards, whenever you are using any of the application, start thinking, okay, which API they have used in this, application, which application, which APIs they are consuming here. Okay, how this information is coming. Okay, all those, you have to start thinking in this way. Okay, so remember me while you are thinking that. Okay. So next, okay, so you are very much familiar about the make my trip, right? Make my trip. Okay, so make my trip. Okay, so oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, so here from from address, maybe I will keep it a Hyderabad. Okay, so I'm selecting from and to and 22 tomorrow's date. I'm selecting it here. Okay, and I'm searching for the flights. I'm searching for the flights here. Okay, the information is loading. Okay, got it. If you can see here, if you can see here, okay, so list of flights information available. Okay, so what is this? Akasha here, Air Asia, and Vistara, Air Asia, and so on. Okay, Indigo. Okay, so the flights information is available here. Okay, so don't you think here also, Vistara. Okay, let me search a Vistara here. Okay, so this Vistara, this is also a airline service. Okay, this is also separate airline service here. Okay, I'm clicking here. I'm opening the Vistara website. Okay, so here also this is allowing you to enter the departure city Hyderabad, Bangalore. Okay, even if we search here also, it will give us the information. Okay, so now don't you think how this Vistara flight information is coming here in the make my trip? How it is coming? What do you guys think? How it is coming? How it is coming? How it is coming? Yeah. Yes, how it is coming? Okay. Through API. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So this make my trip people, what they're doing is they're capturing, okay, they're consuming Vistara API to get the information of the flights available from them. They're capturing AirAsia API, they're capturing Akasha Air API, they're capturing so on APIs, okay, Indigo API. So they're simply calling from this application, they're calling a information, API, and they're keeping it here inside this website. So whenever whatever the information we see here, we can also see it here. Okay, so this is how API works internally. Okay, this is how it happens. Okay, so API is that's why API is booming nowadays, because everywhere they are using a API. Okay, see how many in this application only, how many APIs they are calling, how many application they have integrated, right? So to integrate another application and to get the information of those application, Through the API is only, it is very easy, and also it's possible through the API only. Okay, if you take any application, see, this is one example. Okay, so if you want other train information also, if you go to the train website, you will get there as well, and also you will get it here. And also if you go to the bus, okay, whatever the bus we have, if you go there also, you will get our information, and also we will get it here. Okay, and this is all possible through the API. Okay, so now this is just a general example how how we are using our APIs and where we are using our APIs. And also one more one more familiar example, maybe you will be knowing it. You are trying to logging into your Instagram account. Okay, you're trying to logging in. Okay, this probably everyone will be knowing. Okay, you are trying to logging into your Instagram account. Whenever you are trying to logging in, there you will be having an option. Okay, enter username and password. Enter username and password. Okay, or what is the information, or what, enter the username and password, or here login using Facebook. Okay, login using Gmail. Okay. Okay, so like this you will be having an option, right? I think you are seeing this option so many times. Many application will be showing like this only, right? Like username will be there, enter the username, or enter the password. This is one option. Okay, or else what option you will be having, login using a Facebook, login using the Facebook, or login using a Gmail. Like this you will be having an option, right? So you will be having an option like this, login using the Facebook or login using the Gmail. Okay, so in this you no need to do anything, enter anything here. If you click on just login using, if you click on just Facebook symbol, it will log in into the Instagram account. If you click on simply a Gmail symbol, it will log in automatically into a Instagram account. So how it is happening, how they are consuming this? See how happening is, see this Facebook application. Okay, before creating a account to your your profile. Okay, so they have done the registration, right? They completed the registration, means sign up is done already, and sign in is also done. So while they're doing a sign up and sign in, obviously they have verified you already, right? They have already verified your information. Means they captured your date of birth, they captured your username, and they captured your all the information, and they created one account, and you are a valid customer of the Facebook. So this Instagram, what it is doing is, already, for example, if I am using a Facebook already, I'm a valid customer of the Facebook already. Means all the authentication already done, so that's why I'm a valid customer inside the Facebook now. So this Instagram, how it is thinking means, see, if he is already using a Facebook, if she is already using a Facebook, if she is already a valid customer, why again I need to perform the authentication on the particular user? Let's consume simply the API, so that let's allow easily that valid user to get inside the Instagram. Why again I need to time waste? Like Instagram is thinking in such a way that, why again Instagram has to waste the time in performing authentication? Already authenticated user you know should log in smoothly inside the Instagram using a API, consuming a API of the Facebook. This is how they are, providing the user friendly application. Okay, see, we feel bored, right? I mean to say, today I am creating a Facebook account. I've spent some time already. I'm a valid customer of a Facebook. While I'm trying to create an Instagram account, if I again have to spend in authenticating myself with the Instagram means, I feel bored, right? Now only I spend that much of time. Again I need to spend, again I need to spend time in this authentication only, right? Like that I start feeling, right? So that's why now most of the application, what they will do, they will take the authorized application like a Facebook, Gmail, Twitter. Okay, so like that, just they will take those applications API. They will consume those application API, and they have a believe them that, okay, they will not simply allow all the invalid users inside their account. Obviously, they will perform one round of authentication while they are allowing them to make use of their application. Okay, if something is malform is happening, means obviously they will block them. Okay, so here even I'm authenticated user, that's why they are allowed me to use the Facebook application. So this Instagram people, what they will do, they will simply instead of make wasting time by authenticating their information, they will simply consume the Facebook API, or they will consume the Gmail API, they will consume the Twitter API, and so on, whatever the application they want. And they will simply within a single click, just with a single click, I would able to, I could able to log in inside the Instagram. Okay, so here also in between the Instagram and the Facebook, the API is taking place. It's playing its role. API is playing its role in between Instagram and Facebook. Okay, so now onwards, whenever you're opening any of the application, you're trying to log in for the first time. Okay, so just observe wherever you find like this option. Okay, which means that the particular application is consuming this APIs, and so this application APIs. Okay, so you have to start thinking in this way from now onwards. Whenever you are using the application, whenever you are performing some operation, is whenever you're performing your real time activity, so you start thinking wherever where and all they are using the API, how it is useful, how they're capturing the information, all those things you have to start thinking. Okay, so this is one example. So by talking about all those things, okay, don't we think knowledge of the API is very much essential and very much required? Okay, so for that reason, the one who is having a API implementation, I mean to say development of the APIs, is also having a high demand in the market. And the one who know how to perform the validation on those, means how to perform the testing on those, is also having a huge demand in the market. Okay, you can easily expect if you are a fresher. Okay, now comes to the question that for whom all this course is. If you are a fresher, it's very well and good to have a knowledge on this, because usually experienced people will get into this. But if you as a fresher, if you have a knowledge on this also, out of for example, if two people are attending the interview, they will first pick you only because you have a knowledge on a back-end testing as well, means API testing. And I know for you, if you are the experienced candidate, if you are working in the manual part, and if you want to jump into the you know uh, API testing, means this is also the course for you. Or you have a knowledge on a front end testing and everything, back end testing, database testing and all, and you want to learn to the back end testing, and you want to upgrade your skills and upgrade your salary, and you have to get some other you have to get into other project or whatever it may be. Okay, and the one who is having a knowledge on this also can demand a much more salary as well in the market, because it's demanding in the market. You can open the Naukri and you can just go through the job description of the companies. Okay, so this is how all this is useful. Okay, and also this is the basic real-time ideas where we are using this. Okay, and now coming to the course. Okay, you have to know about this, right? What you're going to learn in this course. Okay, so in this course, okay, so in this course, so what we are doing is we are dividing the course into three parts. Okay, so we are dividing the course into three parts. So one is manual, and next is automation, next is project. Okay. We're dividing into three parts. Okay, why we are dividing into three parts? Okay, by considering, when we started initially, we are jumping into the automation only from from starting of the course itself. Okay, but later on, by considering each and everyone who are attending the session, because in the session, there may be a engineers who are working before in a manual testing, and now they want to jump into the automation, or now they want to learn something of the API testing. I have to take them into the consideration as well. Along with that, the fresher, okay, one who is just completed their graduation and they want to learn this course. Okay, by taking those consideration. And some people may be finding difficulty to understand the terminologies of the APIs. Okay, so by considering all those things, what we have, how we have created this course is designed in such a way that first we will start with a manual approach by using a tool. Okay, so here we are using a Postman tool. Okay, so here we are using Postman tool. Okay, so first we are starting with the basic information of the API. I mean to say basic knowledge, before jumping into the API testing, what are the basic prerequisite required? Okay, what is the basic information is required in order to start with the API testing? All those things first we will be discussing. Okay, so taking from scratch to moving towards the advance, that is the plan in this course. Okay, so first we are discussing like what is base URL. This is very very basic information, but sometimes we miss to understand that. We feel it is very basic, but sometimes we do make mistake in that. Okay, so what is in a base URL? Okay, if it is in a URL, what are the parameter it contains in it? Okay, so what are the combination future? We call it as in a base URL. What is path parameter? What is query parameter? What is port number? What is domain name? Okay, what is query string? How to handle those? All the information. And what is resources? What is endpoint? Okay, completely regarding on a URL we will be discussing. And in that, what are the mandatory parameter? What are the optional parameter? Okay, so after learning that, then we are learning something called as a JSON language. Okay, JSON language we are learning. Oh my god. Okay, we are learning something called as a JSON language. Here we were discussing, right? This is a Node.js, this is a PhonePe. In between, we are calling a API. Okay, so this is in a Node.js, this is in a Java. In between, we are calling a API. But we are calling a API. In between, what language we are using? So that both application has to understand it. That is nothing but JSON we are using. Okay, this JSON is a simple language with a simple syntax which is understandable by the each and every language. Okay, so we are learning what is JSON, what is in a JSON array, what is in a uh, JSON object, how to create a JSON array, how to create a JSON object. All those things we will be learning here, and how to access the information. All those things will be learning. Okay, so completely regarding JSON we are learning here. After learning the JSON, then we will be understanding the Postman tool. Okay, so we will be understanding how to handle the Postman tool. Okay, so Postman tool is nothing but like Okay, so we'll be understanding the completely Postman tool. Okay, so after understanding the Postman tool, we will perform some simple task here. Okay, so we'll be performing some simple task here. Like, first we will be understanding the tool, means we will be getting the tool knowledge here. What is workspace, what is collection, what is environment, what is, how to create this workspace, how to handle the collection, to handle multiple collection, how to create a request here. All those things will be handling, how to handle all the HTTP methods that we have here. All these things will be learning. Okay, how to handle with the different environments. Okay, and so first we'll be understanding the tool, then we will start working with the tool. Okay, so it's like, right, if you are already working in a Selenium, so before start writing the script, you need to thoroughly understand the application by performing a manual testing. So here also, before jumping into the automation, we will perform some task. Okay, some task in the Postman, like a CRUD operation, all those things, CRUD operation and some validation part will perform. After performing that, then we will jump into the automation. So that, here you already learned some information, something you already learned here. Okay, something you already learned here, and with that knowledge, if you jump into the automation, it will be very easy you to grasp those information. Okay, so here you will be performing a CRUD operation and some validation part of the response, server response. Okay, so after completing all those things, then finally we are jumping into the automation. Okay, so in the automation, we are using a REST assured library in order to perform the REST API testing. Okay, REST assured is the Java library. We are learning this complete library. If you can see here, this is the REST assured library. Okay, so we will be learning complete documentation here. Okay, so we will be learning a complete documentation of the REST assured. Okay, I can see some chat. Okay, so after this, so we are using a REST assured library in order to perform the API testing, automation testing. Okay, so along with that, after learning, after covering all the concepts of the REST assured, like, how to handle the perform the CRUD operation, how to perform the business operation, nothing but, how to create a data, how to retrieve the data, how to update the data, how to, delete the data if you don't want to, continue with those information. And after sending the request, we will get back the response, how to validate that, what are the methods we have to validate, how we can validate all those information, and how we can capture. Okay, and how many ways we have to create the data inside the server. Okay, what are the different ways we have, and how to perform the advanced validation, and how to pass the data through the file, how to pass the, you know multiple data, how to handle the multiple data. Okay, all those things will be performing, and whenever we are, writing the common information, how to handle in the single class. Okay, many other whatever the concepts we have, all those things will be performing. How to, include the log information, how to handle the header information. Okay, how to handle the request header and the response header, how to log the request log information and the response information. Okay, so on many concepts are there. If I keep on telling all those things, means the time will consume here only. You will be getting a content information through the mail, or in a website also it's available. Okay, just go through the content. Okay, so yeah, but basically I just want to tell you, in the manual part we are using a Postman tool. In the automation part we are using a REST assured. First we are learning this manual part. After learning this as well, you can start applying for the interviews with the Postman tool knowledge. Yes, you can tell that, yes, I have worked on a API testing with the Postman tool. Okay, after completion of this only, you can start applying. But if you want to complete till this, it's okay, wait, and after completing this also you can apply. Then it's like you know the this part as well, you know this part as well. Okay. They usually ask anyone in this, but if you know both means it's like added advantage. Okay. So after completing all the automation concepts, finally we are implementing in a project. Okay. Here we are implementing a project by combining the concepts that you have learned here in the automation. Okay. By combining this concept, whatever you learned here in the automation, by combining this, okay, so here you have to implement the project. Okay, here you will start implementing the project. Okay, but more dynamical way. Here single concept wise you will be creating a classes, but here you need to handle more dynamical way. Okay, in real time how we need to handle the project, in that way we have to handle it here. But now the question is, along with the project, what and all the things going to integrate? Okay, so that is the question, right? So along with the project we are implementing, okay, we are implementing Allure framework. We're implementing Allure framework, and we are implementing a GitHub. We are implementing a Jenkins or Table CD tool. Okay, so these three also will be implementing along with this framework. Okay, so this is a you are implementing along with the framework. Okay, this is regarding the project. So this is more than enough you to this is more than enough. One can start working with respect to API testing. Okay, so here we are learning the manual approach, here we are learning the automation, then we are jumping into the what is that framework is nothing but a project. Okay, so this is more than enough, one can start working with the API testing. Okay, so this is what the plan, guys, for the course. Okay, so course complete content will be uploaded in the what is that in the website, or they will send you through the mail after this session. Okay, so just go through that, just go through that all the concepts, and just if you have any queries regarding that, you can inform me. Okay, and and yeah, and the duration of the course will be 35 40 to 45 days, like 35 to 45 days. Okay, just a buffer time we will keep 30 to 35 to 45 days. Usually I won't take a sessions on the Saturday, Sunday. If it's required, we'll have it. Okay, this is the duration. And timing, timing for this session that we are keeping for 8 to 9. Okay,
It will be in morning, 8 to 9 a.m.
yes, 8 to 9
Okay.
a.m. Yeah, 8 to 9 of a morning. Okay, duration will be this, and time will be this, and yeah, course information is this, course detail. Okay, so in the course just go through the content, course content. Maybe I have uploaded the updated one only. If not, that is a updated one. I will just check it and I will upload it. You will receive through the mail and go through that. If you have any queries in that, if you want to contact me, if you want to have a discussion before enrolling, you can call the management and they will, just schedule a call with me. Okay, they will just put a conference and we'll discuss. Okay, and yeah, but I can give you the clarity that here this all what we are learning. Okay, first with the postman tool, getting some idea and getting some hold on the things. How can we handle if it is a API testing? See, this is an a URL. Okay, in this, what is this protocol? What is the domain name? What is the endpoint? And how we are handling this, how we are handling this header information, how we are handling this body information, why we are passing like this, where we have here passing, we are passing like this here, but here we are passing in different way, according to what we have, we have to pass in such way. See, here we are passing like this, right? So how we can handle all those things, so on, multiple things we have. Everything we will be first learning with respect to the tool. Okay, it's very easy to learn with the tool also, and you will get a clarity on what's happening. Once you have the clarity on it, then okay, you are good enough to learn the automation part. Okay, then you will get a idea, you will be already having an idea how services will work. But here you just need to understand, instead of a tool, how can I make use of a methods to deal the same work. Okay, here we are using a tool to perform the task. Okay, the postman tool we are using to perform the task, but here instead of a tool, we have a methods, inbuilt classes, inbuilt interfaces in the rest assured. So how can we use those methods to does the same job which was doing by the postman. Okay, just we are comparing that and we are performing it here. Then after learning all those things, then project part. Okay, in real time, how it works, how we will integrate all your framework, how it will be integrated with a GitHub, how it will be done with a CA bar CD execution, Jenkins execution. Just we will be discussing this part. Okay, so this is what the information about the course. Okay, have any queries? What and all that we have discussed till now? Understand this part, right? This part, like where we are using, how API is useful, and from now onwards you start thinking, whenever you are opening any of the application, you just check how many APIs they are called in their application. Just it's like if you're opening any of the application now. Okay, maybe you're booking some food or anything, just think, okay, what are the APIs they are called. Okay, maybe you are opening a Zomato. In the Zomato, they may be called Google Map API. They might have called PhonePe API, Google Pay API. See how many APIs they are called in to integrate, to perform their task. In order to run their business, like food or delivering business, how many APIs internally they are called, right? So you start thinking that whenever you are using any of the application from now onwards. Okay, it will be fun, right? Yeah. Okay, so any queries or any doubts?
When is the batch starting, ma'am?
When is the batch? From tomorrow we will be starting with the demo. Okay, a week we will be performing a demo.
Oh,
The batch will be starting okay. Are you able to see my screen, guys?
yeah,
You're able to see?
No.
not
Mm,
now.
okay, okay, okay. Oh, when it's okay, you are not able to see all these things then till now.
But till now it was working. Just yeah,
Uh,
now it is again showing.
okay. So while I was explaining, all this was visible, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just 2 minutes
Okay.
for just a minute. It is.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. Okay then. Yeah. So we will be performing a demo, right? Till the batch will be starting from the 29th then, guys. Okay. This is also the demo class is also very important. Okay, don't miss the demo if you are plan to start? See, demo means in the sense the basic part of the API testing will be covered in the demo. I was telling, right, before jumping into the Postman, this before jumping into the Postman tool, what are all the basic concepts we have, like base URL concepts and JSON language, all those things will be included in the demo sessions. Okay, so demo will be doing, but actual, I mean to say, the paid link will start from the 29th. But this is also very important session still. Monday to Thursday, whatever we are doing is important only.
It will be a same demo or it will be different in those 7 days. I mean 5 days.
Means link you are asking?
No,
Hmm.
demo. It's like if there is a demo, there is a 1 hour lecture they do for newcomers. No, so if I attend on Monday, so will it be important for me to join on Tuesday too?
Yes, yes, yeah, that is, yeah, this is just an introduction overview on the course and what I am doing in this course. But in the demo, I'm starting with the concept. From tomorrow only, I'm starting with some basic concepts. Okay.
And what about the notes, ma'am?
Yeah, notes I
For
will
that,
be providing. Notes, rest assured and all we will be performing in a class itself. Okay. Postman, I have a notes and I will be passing the document. This also I have a documents. I will just pass it in the drive. They will maintain, one Google Drive for your batch, oral enrolling, where we will be uploading notes as well as videos.
and it will be uploaded before the class or after we are done, because what I'm
Mm,
saying is if I know
mm,
what is written in the notes, so while in the class I'll take my own notes according to that. If I am
mm,
getting it after the class, then I will have no idea what is written in those notes.
Okay, understood. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no problem. Once after creating the drive, I will just upload all the documents into that.
Yeah, that will be good, or even if you can upload it before that specific lecture too,
Yeah,
day
that's
before.
what I was doing. So I will upload all the notes, whatever the documents I have on the rest assured, just before that only. Just,
Okay.
however you want, you can make use of it.
Just one last question, ma'am.
Mhm.
Will there be any recordings available in case I miss some lectures?
Yes, yeah. Yeah,
All the
recording will be.
okay. Okay.
Yes, every day they will be, uploading the sessions. See, every day record will be session will be recorded. Okay, so each and every day session will be recorded. If you miss also, they will upload it in the drive.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank you.
let me show. If you can see here, are you guys able to see my drive? This one. Okay, so this is how they will create a drive for you all. Okay.
Okay.
This is how they create. Everyday session will be recorded and they will be uploading. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Alice. Automation using Postman. We will learn to test soap base API. No, not a soap base API. We are learning REST services. Soap APIs. No, soap testing we are not handling here. Rest assured and handling the REST APIs. Okay, guys. So this is what the all about the workshop information. Okay, so do attend the demo. Okay, you will be getting the information at what time and the link also they will be sharing you. Link, not this link or maybe another link they will be sharing you. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Then anything
Okay.
else before winding up? Anything else? Anything else, guys? No. Okay. I will take the silence as no. Okay. Okay, then I don't want to kill, much time on the weekend, right? You might be having a multiple. Yeah, hi. Yeah, Arshad, tell me. Yes, tell me. Have any question, Arshad?
Yeah. Hi, Phil ma'am.
Yeah,
Actually, I joined your class I think a couple of months back, but then I didn't unable to complete that. But I
yeah.
was busy with my other deliverables during that time. It was very hectic. So I
Okay.
want to continue in this batch, ma'am. So yesterday I spoke with the receptionist. So she asked me to request you regarding that.
Okay, okay. Okay, Arshad, I will talk with you offline, okay?
Okay.
Which
Thank
batch you joined before? Which batch?
March batch, ma'am.
March, huh? At what time you joined?
7
What?
a.m. it was.
7 a.m. of March. Okay, okay. Okay, Arshad, I will just check your info with the
Yeah.
management. I will
Okay, ma'am.
assist with that, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Yeah. Okay, guys, then, I don't want to kill you much time of weekend. Have a happy Sunday. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye. Yeah, thank you. Yes, bye.